In a world where choices appear freely made, an unsettling truth lurks beneath the surface. We're often puppets in a grand play, dancing to the tunes of those who wield unseen strings. Realize that many of your decisions, countless paths forged, may have been infiltrated by external influences, media, societal expectations, even the whispers of those we trust. The notion that we control our destiny is a mirage. The strings are pulled, and we unknowingly comply, surrendering our autonomy for the illusion of safety and acceptance. Before we continue, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on content that can transform your spiritual journey. Consider the moments that defined you. How often have you felt pressured to conform? The subtle nagging from peers, the insidious remarks that shape your choices, and the unyielding traditions that limit your potential. These are the forces subtly dictating your journey. You might have silently accepted a narrative crafted by others, feeling the weight of their expectations stifling your own truth. It's as if we've been groomed to walk a predetermined path, blind to the deeper motivations at play, until we recognize the limitations imposed upon our very essence. Yet, there is a glimmer of hope amidst this deception. A growing realization resides within each of us, an inner voice that questions the narratives we've been fed and the roles we've been assigned. As more individuals become aware of this manipulation, a revolutionary awakening unfolds. Embrace this journey of discovery, for it propels you toward reclaiming your life from the clutches of those unseen forces. The first step in breaking free is recognizing that the control you thought was yours was merely a finely crafted mirage. Now it's time to unveil the truth and take back what was always yours. The foundation of power is often built on a web of lies, a carefully constructed illusion that perpetuates control. Those in authority thrive on deception, manipulating narratives to establish their dominance over society. History stands as a testament to this truth, where oppressive regimes and corrupt systems have silenced voices of dissent, erasing anyone daring enough to claim their own reality. The powerful recognize that truth is a double-edged sword. When wielded too freely, it can unravel the very structures that uphold their empire. For too long, the cycle of deception has perpetuated a culture of fear, where questioning the status quo is discouraged and even punished. Those who challenge authority face repercussions, ranging from social ostracization to the erasure of their existence. This empire of lies thrives on the compliance of those who remain oblivious or resigned to their fate. The narrative they propagate creates a facade of stability, ensuring that any awakening among the masses is swiftly quelled, keeping the powerful enshrined in their illusion of invincibility. But as the veils of deception begin to thin, the truth is rising from its ashes. More individuals are daring to challenge these oppressive narratives, and the voices of the erased are being resurrected. Each act of defiance unveils cracks in this empire, as the grip of deception weakens. Therein lies the power of collective awakening. United, we expose the lies that have anchored power for too long. The more we call forth the truth, the more we reclaim our identities and humanity, pushing back against an empire built on shadows. Awakening is not merely a moment. It is a fierce declaration of your existence and resilience against forces that sought to silence you. Despite the many layers of lies meticulously woven around us, the truth pulsates within, waiting for the right moment to break free. Each individual possesses an innate strength, a fire that refuses to be extinguished even in the darkest of times. Awakening reminds us that the light of our true identity can never be fully buried. It simply waits for us to reintegrate it into our lives. In this process, we begin to dismantle the confines that have constrained our development. The journey of reclaiming your identity lies in reflecting on the truths that have been obscured, truths that resonate with your deepest self. It's not uncommon to feel a push and pull as you fight against the comfort of the familiar and the call of your authentic self. This struggle, while challenging, is a transformative experience, one that compels you to confront the shadows and integrate them into your whole being, creating a more profound sense of self-awareness. As you awaken to your truth, you also become a beacon for others, an inspiration that encourages them to seek their reality. The process of breaking free necessitates not just individual courage, but also a collective spirit of resilience. Your unyielding determination becomes a force that invites transformation, not only for yourself, but for those around you. In this shared awakening, we recognize that we are not alone. We stand together in an expansive movement towards reclaiming our identities, fostering a powerful energy that cannot be stifled. The facade that once seemed impenetrable is beginning to show signs of wear, with cracks appearing as truth fights its way to the surface. The tightly knit web of lies which once held society captive is now fraught with inconsistencies and contradictions. As more individuals awaken to their realities, they start to shine a light on the deceit that has long been accepted as norm. This emerging clarity ignites a collective momentum, causing the powerful to feel the tremors of their crumbling foundations. Each revelation acts as a force that chips away at the walls built by years of manipulation and control. Stories that were once silenced are now echoed in every corner, resonating with those who have felt the weight of oppression. The realization that others share similar truths creates a wave of unity among the awakened, amplifying the impact of these revelations. As the light of truth penetrates deeper into the darkness, it reveals the fragile nature of the lies that have kept people subdued for so long. The cracks in the facade are not merely superficial. They signify a profound shift in consciousness. Each tiny fracture represents an awakening of awareness, urging society to question the narratives long imposed upon it. With every truth unveiled, those in power find their influence dwindling, the grip they once held loosening as the collective becomes emboldened. It's a reminder that while the lies may have held sway for years, the resilience of truth is a formidable force that ultimately dismantles the illusions, paving the way for a new reality. Acknowledging your awakening is not merely a personal revelation, it acts as a powerful catalyst for connection among those who similarly seek freedom. In recognizing your truth, you create a resonance that vibrates outward, drawing like-minded souls into your orbit. This newfound unity forged among the awakened not only provides support but also amplifies the collective voice demanding change. Together, individuals who have embraced their authenticity form a formidable alliance that challenges the stagnant systems of control. The bonds formed in this space are profound and transformative. Shared experiences of awakening lead to deep conversations, healing connections, and a greater understanding of one another's journeys. Fractured by isolation, many people discover they are no longer alone in their struggles. They find community amongst those who resonate with their quest for authenticity. This sense of belonging empowers individuals to act, amplifying their combined courage in the face of adversity as they strive for collective liberation. As this unity flourishes, the awakened begin to cultivate an environment where ideas and strategies for change can be shared freely and creatively. Each person's unique insights enrich the collective understanding, fostering an innovative spirit that challenges old paradigms. In this collaborative effort, the power of community becomes evident. Together, the awakened can dismantle the barriers imposed by a misleading authority. The interconnectedness breeds resilience, transforming each individual's journey into a shared mission, propelling them further toward the pursuit of freedom and self-realization. The act of declaration is a profound and transformative gesture that embodies your awakening and resistance against oppression. By proclaiming your truth, you not only affirm your existence but also challenge the very systems that have sought to suppress your voice. This powerful statement reverberates far beyond your immediate surroundings, igniting a spark within others who may feel similarly trapped. Each declaration becomes a rallying cry, a testament to the strength found in vulnerability and authenticity, as it collectively amplifies the demand for change. When you declare your awakening, you stand in solidarity with countless others who have wrestled with their own truths. This unified stance strengthens the resolve to confront the oppressive structures that have long dictated your narrative. The courage to speak out dismantles the stigma surrounding individuality and empowerment, creating a ripple effect that encourages others to follow suit. It's a reminder that every voice matters, and that resistance can be both personal and collective in its power to undermine the grip of fear. Embracing the power of declaration transforms your awakening into an active movement, pushing against the boundaries set by those in power. The act of declaring is not just an utterance, it's a binding force that galvanizes community and compels collective action. As each person speaks their truth, the walls of silence and complicity begin to crumble, unveiling a landscape ripe for transformation. This collective awakening, fueled by bold declarations, becomes a true testament to the strength that arises when individuals unite against oppression, turning whispers of dissent into a roar for liberation. Hidden truths, once carefully concealed beneath layers of lies and complicity, are now surfacing with a relentless force as individuals expose the deceptions that have shaped their lives. This awakening has prompted former allies to reassess their roles within the oppressive systems they were part of, often leading to profound revelations about the true nature of those they once trusted. As the veil lifts, what was once ignored or suppressed now stands illuminated, forcing society to confront the uncomfortable realities that have long been avoided. The courage to unveil these truths often involves profound personal sacrifices, as individuals turn against those they once considered allies. Relationships are strained and loyalties are tested, but the urgency to reclaim one's identity trumps the fear of disloyalty. As former comrades begin to recognize the toxic nature of their alliances, they find strength in sharing their experiences, rallying together to denounce the lies that had kept them shackled. This transformation sparks a movement, highlighting how deeply ingrained narratives can be dismantled in the pursuit of authenticity and justice. The exposure of hidden truths serves as a catalyst for a wider awakening, revealing the intricate webs of deception that keep people divided. As individuals come forward with their stories, they create a tapestry of resilience that encourages others to join in the unveiling. The act of illumination not only empowers those who have suffered, but also inspires a collective demand for accountability and change. Together, the awakened stand firm against the shadows of falsehoods, fostering an environment where truth prevails and the remnants of betrayal become the foundation for a unified and liberated future. The collapse of fear-based control marks a significant turning point in the struggle for liberation, as the very tool once employed to subjugate is now being wielded against its former masters. Fear, which had served as a powerful weapon by those in authority, is rapidly losing its effectiveness. As the awakened bravely confront oppressive narratives, the intimidation tactics of the powerful begin to backfire, revealing their inherent fragility. What was once a means of control now breeds dissent as people realize the power of their collective courage. This shift signifies a pivotal rebalancing of power dynamics, as individuals reclaim their agency and refuse to live in the shadows cast by fear. The bravado of those who once instilled fear is increasingly met with defiance, and their attempts to manipulate hearts and minds are exposed for the hollow threats they truly are. The very fear that sought to silence voices now becomes a source of motivation, galvanizing the masses to unite in a stand towards personal and collective emancipation. It shows that the chains were never as strong as they were perceived, and this realization empowers resistance. As the pillars of fear crumble, a new paradigm emerges, one built on courage, truth, and resilience. This transformation encourages open dialogue and authentic expression, allowing individuals to come together in solidarity without the shackles of intimidation. With each act of defiance, the legacy of fear diminishes, replaced by the strength of unity. Those who once ruled through fear find themselves increasingly isolated as the tide of awakening sweeps across the landscape. The collapse of fear-based control signals not just a victory, but a profound shift towards a future defined by freedom, authenticity, and mutual empowerment. The resilience of truth is an undeniable force, an unstoppable current that permeates through layers of deceit and oppression. No matter how deeply it is buried, truth possesses an inherent strength that compels it to rise up again and again until its presence can no longer be ignored. This unwavering quality of truth is what instills hope, ignites change, and fuels the hearts of those dedicated to unveiling the lies that have long dictated their lives. As the truth rises, it acts as a clarion call for justice and accountability, uniting individuals who have been affected by the false narratives that once dominated their realities. There's a profound sense of empowerment that comes when people recognize truth's capacity to transform not just their personal struggles, but the very structures of society. This collective awakening fosters an environment where authenticity reigns, and the echo of truth resonates louder than the oppressive whispers of doubt and fear. The triumph of truth is not merely a victory, it's a testament to the human spirit's refusal to surrender in the face of adversity. As more individuals embrace their truths, they become beacons of a new paradigm, encouraging others to stand firmly in their own realities. This unstoppable force sweeps across the landscape, dismantling the illusions that have long held sway and paving the way for a brighter future. The resilience of truth signifies a profound shift, one where light prevails over darkness, and authenticity sets the stage for healing, connection, and genuine freedom. The shift in power dynamics is a pivotal moment in the ongoing struggle for liberation, as the grip of the powerful begins to wane, revealing the cracks in the very structures that upheld their dominion. Once considered invincible, these authority figures are now confronted with an awakening populace that challenges their narratives and demands accountability. As more individuals awaken to their rights and truths, it becomes clear that the foundations of oppression are not as solid as they appeared, shaking the very core of established power. This transformation signals a historic reconfiguration of influence, where the traditional hierarchies are being disrupted and dismantled. The powerful, who often relied on manipulation and fear, now find their tactics increasingly ineffective in the face of unwavering resolve and collective strength among the awakened. Their once unquestioned authority is met with scrutiny and defiance, rendering their structures of control fragile and obsolete. The tide is shifting, and with it comes the potential for a new era of empowerment and equality. As the old power dynamics crumble, a new paradigm emerges, one rooted in collaboration, authenticity, and shared truths. This evolution compels individuals to redefine leadership and influence, emphasizing collective action over authoritarian rule. The very fabric of society is being rewoven, with the voices of the oppressed rising to the forefront, crafting a narrative that champions justice and freedom. This shift heralds not just the decline of old power, but the dawn of a resilient, egalitarian future where the true essence of community and cooperation thrives. A new dawn is upon us, heralding a transformative era where truth emerges triumphant, dismantling the false foundations that have long upheld oppressive systems. This awakening signifies more than just change. It represents a profound shift in consciousness, where individuals reclaim their agency and unite in the pursuit of a shared vision for justice and equality. As the shadows of deceit dissipate, the bright light of truth illuminates the path forward, inviting all to step into a reality that aligns with their authentic selves. In this new era, the values of transparency, integrity, and collaboration take precedence over manipulation and deceit. Communities begin to foster environments where diverse voices are celebrated and the collective wisdom is harnessed to build a better future. The disintegration of previous power structures creates space for innovative ideas and solutions to flourish as individuals recognize their capacity to contribute to a more equitable society. Each person's involvement is vital in shaping this new landscape, creating a tapestry of resilience woven from the shared truths of the awakened. The journey into this new dawn is a collective endeavor, one that requires continuous engagement and commitment from all who seek genuine change. As we embrace the possibilities that lie ahead, we honor the struggles and sacrifices of those who fought for our awakening. This new era not only represents the triumph of truth over falsehood, but also stands as a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. Together we can navigate this brave new world, ensuring that the lessons of the past inform a future characterized by compassion, understanding, and authentic connection. Your role in this transformation is vital. Each individual possesses the power to contribute to the awakening and to foster a collective movement towards awareness and change. As we navigate through this profound shift, your unique voice and experiences are essential in shaping the narratives that will define our future. Embracing your truth and actively sharing it inspires others to recognize their own potential, creating a ripple effect that amplifies our collective impact. It is through your engagement and courage that we can collectively dismantle old paradigms and construct a new reality rooted in authenticity and justice. Engaging in this movement is not merely an option, it is a responsibility we all share. Actively participating in discussions, challenging oppressive norms, and supporting others on their journeys of awakening fosters an environment where change thrives. This transformation calls for a community of brave souls who are willing to stand in solidarity, championing one another's truths and working tirelessly towards a common goal of liberation. Together, we possess the strength to challenge injustices and create spaces where all voices are heard and valued. As we move forward, remember that every action, no matter how small, contributes to the overarching goal of transformation. By embracing this collective journey and encouraging dialogue, we not only elevate our own awareness but elevate our communities as well. The future is being shaped by our choices today, and your active participation in this awakening is crucial. Let this be a clarion call. Step into your power, engage with purpose, and together, let us forge a path towards a brighter, unified world where truth and compassion reign. This is your moment to connect, share, and prepare for the next steps in your awakening journey. Now more than ever, it's crucial to reach out to others who resonate with your experiences and insights. Together, we can build a powerful community that fosters growth, understanding, and resilience. By sharing your story and listening to others, you contribute to a collective narrative that strengthens our movement and inspires action across all corners of our society. Consider how you can actively participate in this transformation. Engage in conversations that challenge the status quo, attend gatherings that promote awareness, and support initiatives aimed at fostering understanding and unity. Use your platforms, be it social media, community spaces, or personal connections, to amplify the voices around you and spread messages of truth and empowerment. Your willingness to act serves as an essential driving force that propels this awakening forward, making it contagious and impactful. As you embark on this journey, remember that every small action contributes to a larger wave of transformation. Prepare yourself to embrace change, adapt, and remain open to new perspectives. Together, let us commit to championing this cause, one of truth and resilience, by standing up, sharing our wisdom, and supporting one another. The awakening has begun, and it is up to us to nurture its growth. So connect, share, and let's move forward, hand in hand, into a future filled with hope and possibility.